off center here. All right, here we go. That's better, I think. I gotta adjust my camera, dude. I'm so far from the keyboard, but people can hear us. So,
Hey, hello everybody. Happy New Year. Almost.
almost Happy New Year. Greetings from Germany. Somebody said. I'll be in Germany in a couple weeks. Hopefully, you're gonna be a boat show, so we can meet. Hello from New Zealand.
I'm looking forward to our next video because we made New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
And I also had a realization. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it's big.
Yeah.
On the video that's coming out
What?
Friday,
Oh yeah.
I have a very, very big realization that I finally am discussing on the video. You're going to have to watch it. Very, very low volume.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Why is that?
I just raised it. Hopefully, people can hear us now.
How about now? Can't hear Woody either. Oh, I
No,
talked
hold
all
on.
about
Just there's a
Woody's
delay.
microphone is off.
There's a delay. Success. See?
Can't hear. Now we can. Oh, because I
We're
was
trained
talking about
professionals.
my realization for the new year that I'm disclosing on the video that's coming out Friday. I had a huge realization that I had about myself. Not talking about it here, but it's on the video.
People know what to expect when he comes to you.
No, this is serious. This one I finally realized what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So so we
kind
don't
of low.
we don't really have like an agenda for today's live stream. We just wanted to do one last one for the year. The year's gonna be over in a couple days, and basically remind people what we're up to.
What are we up to?
Well, a couple things.
Remind me.
So number one is I will be a boat show in Germany in a couple weeks. The January 17th. If you are a boat show, please make sure you stop by and say hi. We don't have a booth or anything. We're just gonna be walking around meeting people and
When you say we,
saying hi. We meaning
usual,
me
I'm
and
gonna be here
Akim
walking.
and
working.
Juan and not you. That's what I mean. And what
more
will you be
usually.
doing?
Working.
That's more important than meeting our fans in Germany.
Well, considering our budget and you took it all for yourself, yeah, it is important. I need to
That's
have
true.
to work.
That is true.
I would love to be with Akim and Juan and meeting all our fans and doing cool, fun stuff in Germany with you guys.
Yes. So that weekend we'll be there. Also, a couple days after that, we're going to be outside of Cologne, Germany, on a pool called Dive for Life, which looks amazing. It's like a city underwater.
Wow.
So we'll be there doing try-go sessions. So if you ever want to dive the Dive Talk Go, Dive for Life, come and check it out. I think we already have like 20 people that sign up for it.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
My sound still sounds low.
What? Just speak loud. Say it with your chest.
I'm talking. There.
All right.
I think you've purposely turned my volume down.
How-
I don't know.
dude,
I don't know.
You're maxed out.
Is it still low? No.
All right.
Yes. No. Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Dude. All right.
What? I'm
can't-
talking normal. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
All right.
Woody, who did a lot recently? Has he gotten more ink done? Oh, yeah, I am in a hoodie more recently because it is the winter, and
People are always commenting that, like, what's
No,
the
I haven't
temperature in
gotten
this room? How come I can be on a T-shirt and you have to be in, like,
I don't
Arctic?
know. I think the ink has
Clothing.
warmed you up.
Don't you think the ink-
Poisonous in your arm is making you hot.
That's funny. People keep saying I never let you talk. What are you talking about?
Never.
You talk a lot. It's like nonstop.
I just get cut. I start to talk. I start to say a sentence, and then I get cut off.
Yeah. So Tuesday after boat show is the event in outside Cologne in Germany, and then a few days after that we are going to be doing Trigo in Graz, Austria. So come check it out, and then we're gonna be doing stuff in cities all over Austria and Germany. It's gonna be
Wow,
great.
that sounds
It's,
amazing. You
The
guys
Dive
will
Talk tour.
No, I wouldn't call it a dive talk tour, but you guys will have a blast.
Well, you wouldn't, but Dive for Life Tuesday. I think it's the 20th, January 20th. We're going to be, all of us, at Die for Life outside Cologne, Germany. By the way, I've always wanted to go to Cologne, Germany.
I'd like to go. Yeah, I would love to go. Wish I could go.
Let's see. I'm waiting for 2026 octopus face tattoo, Woody. That's their New Year's resolution that you get one in 2026.
I will be.
Let's see. Trigos in California. We have an instructor in California. His name is Robin. I'm sure he would do a Trigo if you reach out. He's at Omni Swivel, and he's in San Diego. So I don't know where you are in California, but that's who we have in California. So go check that out. Let's see. What other questions do we have? Yeah, see, this guy said Woody always talks. That's true. You're always talking.
I do. I start to talk, and then I don't get to finish a thought.
Well, I disagree. What else do we... Oh, the meetup. Let's talk about the meetup. So if you watch the channel and you're ever like, what can I do to go dive with you guys? The answer is come to the Dive Talk meetup. That's the event that we do every year. We spend a week diving with everybody. And next year, the 2026 meetup, it's almost sold out. Almost.
What's left?
Like we have, I think we have one room left, which is 2 beds. So double occupancy. You can bring in somebody with you, or you can sign up and say, just give me a roommate. Or you can just pay the single occupancy rate and have the room for yourself. And we have one spot for a male diver. So basically we have one room that has one male, and they're asking for a roommate. So come on over and dive with us. The meetup in 2026 is in San Pedro, Belize. So we're going to Belize. We're going to dive the Blue Hole. It's going to be awesome.
Have we announced the speakers?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I think when we do, people are going to be very excited.
Yeah, it's almost sold out. I thought with Christmas, people giving away surprises or whatever, we were going to sell it out, but I guess we have one room left. And to be fair, that room was sold out until recently, and the person that was supposed to be there pulled out of the event, so now it's available. So it was actually sold out, but this is your chance.
By the way, I want to mention that I recently had the privilege of interviewing Mike Young.
Yes.
For those of you who have not seen it, it was so interesting to hear his journey of creating rebreathers. That was the topic. I dove deep into his mind of how he started in diving, how he then invented his first rebreather, all the way up through all the rebreathers he's created. Really interesting. Listen to it. It's on Dive Talk Plus.
Yep, absolutely. Go check that out. And
when will we go to Belize? Why don't you give the dates and the sign-up link?
I can't remember the exact dates. I do remember the website, divetalkmeetup.com, but I believe it's in July. Actually, let's just look it up really quick so we can.
Wow, super chat from Common Sense. You
Yes,
both need to
thank
be
you.
on Joe Rogan. Wish. I wish.
Yeah, we would love to. All right, let me check divetalkmeetup.com.
I
here.
love Brazil. Who said that? Juan. Love Brazil. I was there. It's awesome. I want to go back.
Yeah. July 18th to July 25th of 2026. So, very, very, very limited spots left for the Dive Talk meetup. So, sign up. Let's go. It's going to be epic.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about diving with us on this trip.
Nope.
Those have been on the trips before. We just have fun. We go underwater, but we do give some free classes, and we're even this year
Workshops,
doing
yeah.
some paid classes, some certifications.
Yep.
So we're going to have the ability to get certified with some stuff with us, some specialty classes. I think from what I remember, I'm teaching like a navigation class. You may be teaching a buoyancy class. I think Occam's teaching a class.
It's going to be great. Somebody asked, are you guys taking questions? The answer is yes, but only one. And that was it. That was your only question. So, too bad. No, you can ask any questions. We're live. We're here for you, literally. The other thing I wanted to do is because we just went through Christmas, and hopefully people got some good stuff. We also wanted to give away some stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have anything big to give away, but we do have some of these
because
coming
you're
in.
going on another European trip.
This is wet notes. All right, I talked about wet notes in my interview with Julian Dory. Like, I don't know if you guys watched that podcast, but these are notes that allow us to write underwater. So you can just write on them. Mine, as you can see, it's like rusting. The metal that holds all the pages together is rusting, and there's some stuff written on it, as you can see, multiple pages of stuff. But these are mine. I've had these ones for I don't know how many, 2 years now or whatever, but it's all rusting. Well, the ones that we just ordered that are coming in have plastic holding the pages together, so it won't rust. So it will be even stronger. But these are doing great, and these are mine. So we're gonna give away some of these. We'll ship them to you for free. We'll cover the shipping and everything. We just have to find out a way to give them away, like while we're in the live stream. Maybe we ask a question, see if people have been watching the show, and then based on their answer, whoever answers first gets. How many do you want to give out? Like, let's not do one, but let's also
10.
not go crazy. 10. Bro.
10
What are you talking about?
10
I don't know if we even have 10 to give away.
Oh, well, okay. I thought you were going to do something cool.
Plus, I don't even know if I can think of 10 questions to ask for people to win them. But,
why don't we get ideas on a quick from our viewers here on what we should do? What little quick contest should we do to give these away?
We'll write something in the last page
Excuse me.
to make it special. Like you and I will write something like a tip, like don't eat yellow snow, whatever. We'll just add something.
Maybe I'll write what my realization is about. I mean, I'm going to disclose it, but I could write it. And this realization, I can't wait for you to hear it on Friday's video.
Yeah.
I finally figured it out.
We'll give away like 5. Let's give away 5.
Okay.
We'll
Okay,
hope
then
for
we
the
need
best.
5 questions. Look, 10 sounds good. Pop from California.
Of course.
We just don't have 10
I don't think
questions, nor do we have 10 wet notes.
Let's see. What else? Finally got my passport. Where would you
Hello from
recommend
Germany.
going to dive first?
Hannah.
Depends on the type of diving that you want to do. That's a really good question. I typically tell people here in the U.S. and where you're located, right? If you're in Australia, it's hard for me to recommend go to Florida. But if you're in the U.S. and you're a new-ish diver, I think there's a couple of places that we've been with the meetup that are great. Cozumel is great for new-ish divers. Very calm waters. Even you never take Dramamine. Like the water has always been super calm. And it's drift diving, so you don't even have to swim. You literally just go underwater and let the current take you, and it's like a conveyor belt. Just
Warm.
taking you, and his warm water is great. And then the other place is Bonaire. Bonaire was also amazing. There's a lot of shore diving, so you can pick your destination. And if you like that dive, you can just go back in and do it many times. So those 2 places will be great here in the U.S. And if you can travel overseas, and I'm only giving you overseas destinations because you said you just got a passport, where should I go? But if you don't want to use your passport and you're in the U.S., Florida has a ton of different places to go dive.
Definitely.
Bob from
Thanks,
California
Bob,
is
for
giving
giving
away
Thank you.
memberships. Thank you
Thank you so much for
for
that.
doing that. I love when our audience members do that. Let's see. Greetings from Montana. I've never been to Montana.
And Belize is super mellow diving, by the way. When I went,
Belize is
I
nice.
dove it to sort of test it to see if it would be suitable for our meetup. Super mellow, really beautiful. Lots of marine life encounters right away, actually. Like the second I jumped in the water, I was surrounded by nurse sharks. Can you imagine? The first evaluation I jump in, nurse sharks just everywhere around me. Very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. We have 127 people tune in. We had a question here. Slipstream versus RK3s versus jet fins. They're asking for fin recommendation. One of the ones that you didn't add to your list were the Eddy fins, which is the fins that we use from Deep Six. They're excellent fins. If you're going to ask me about those specific ones, I've never used the Slipstreams, but I have used RK3s and jet fins, and I prefer the RK3s, not the heavy ones. I think they're called the HD, like high density ones. Just the regular RK3s are fine, but if I was comparing RK3 versus Eddy fins, I would pick the Eddy fins. Let's see. By the way, where was I? Somebody said something about my beard. Where was I? There was a guy who complimented my beard. I didn't know how to react. Have you ever had that? Some guy just randomly complimenting.
I would have thought I thought that would happen a lot to you.
That's okay.
No, that's a compliment. I think that's a compliment.
Where was I?
You get a lot of those kind of guy compliments. I mean, you're a good-looking guy. Guys like you.
Stop.
I'm complimenting you. Why? How come every time I compliment you?
I'm just trying to remember where was I. The guy was like, "Oh man, I love your beard." Okay. Thank you. I guess. Like I don't.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, you should be. That's what you get.
That was interesting, but I don't remember where it was. I feel like it was like a valet parking.
Did you show him the arm?
I
the
didn't.
Poisonous one?
No, I didn't show.
I thought maybe that added to it.
Although, I will say that I went to the bank a couple days ago, and the bank teller was like, "Oh my God, your tattoo is so cool," and like she made me start showing or whatever, and it becomes like a conversation piece. I love that because other than that, I don't know. Like I know you like to get to people and be like, "Hey, I'm Goody," you know, like I don't do that.
I don't do it in a depressing voice like that. By the way, happy RC Flyer. That is cool, but my final words were not "Thanks, Gus." It was.
Wait, what?
Just to be exact, it was, "Thanks a lot, Gus." The video, my final words.
Oh yeah, it was
just like, "Thanks a lot, Gus." Like
that's.
You could take it any way you want. It could be for all the fun times we've had together, or for what you tend to get me into. And
I took it as an insult, which is what you meant. But somebody else said something right here. Have you ever dove in Fiji? I've never been to Fiji.
Neither.
I feel like we should go to Fiji.
I've never been to Fiji. My daughter has, and she dove there. I have not, and it's supposed to be a warm, beautiful.
That's a good place. We should definitely go to Fiji.
Yeah, we should. We've gone to a lot of places.
If we keep doing this YouTube thing, in 10 years we can save enough to go to Fiji.
Buddies Dive Resort in Bonaire supports rebreathers. I know they do for sure.
Yeah,
Buddies.
And there's a couple places in Bonaire there's actually one shop that is like a Go shop. Like if you dive the dive.go, that's the place that we would recommend.
Bob from California, that I know. We never got around to it. It's just so many things to do about the progress on the Dive Talk Achievement Awards. Yes, that is a great idea.
That's old school.
It's just time for getting all of this done. We have a lot to get done. We just finished finally editing a huge advanced nitrox class, but we got to do some work on our digital platform now. There's just a lot to do.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider diving in glaciers? I would want to do it, but I feel like I would want to be with like somebody that knows what they're doing in glaciers. I don't know if there's a course for glacier diving. That are caves.
People think I have a PhD in glaciers.
So it's one thing.
I don't.
It's one thing to dive caves, right? But imagine you're in a glacier, which is a cave. It's an overhead environment, anyways, but it's changing. So your cave is actually changing while you're in it. That's another level. So you once had an exit that's no longer there.
Let's see. What else do we have?
I wouldn't be nervous, I think it's Kiteman, about rebreathers, because I think when you learn about rebreathers, you would actually get less nervous by having one. I kind of feel, for me anyways, that I feel safer, I have more time, more redundancy, and I feel physiology-wise way better.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to learn about them.
Have either of you guys ever been to Wisconsin?
Yeah,
I haven't.
I have. As a matter of fact, I snowed skied there in college. There is snow skiing in Wisconsin, not much, but a little, and it's freezing. That's what I remember. Freezing.
Yeah. Katie right here is saying, when are you guys going to do my video idea of Woody rating subscriber tattoos? Why? So he's going to say that they're all terrible and they're all
I don't think they're all terrible. Yours is not terrible. I think yours happens to be extremely well done. Not joking. Right. That is whoever did it is an artist.
Yeah, Sebastian.
You can't shoot that amount of poison in somebody's arm and create that level of detail and art. And at the same time,
okay,
you've got like this ink inside your body. That is art. And I'm not kidding you. If you look at Gus, hold up your arm if you can.
I already did a video
not
of my
numb and
tattoo
still works.
on Dive Talk Plus.
That thing is
If
beautiful.
you want to see it, go
Look
check it
at
out.
it. In terms of art, all kidding aside, it's amazing.
Okay, let's get to some other legit
I
questions.
don't know how they would laser remove that one though when you
That's-
regret it later.
I
don't know if they can do that with that level of detail.
Okay.
You see how it's a compliment in a lot of ways. It's art. There's no question that was an artist.
I agree. We need at least one dry caving video with Gus. Well, good luck with that. You should tune in every week to see if that's the week
No, we will.
that I do it.
I know. Thank you so much, Penny Fair. Pink Woody Hearts. Wow, you're making me feel good there. I do hope the new year brings us a lot more dives. I hope I have more time this year.
Oh, it's
I
a good
was
question.
speaking of cutting me off, I was pretty limited in 2025. Okay, go ahead.
This is a good question. What was your favorite dive this year? That's a good question. So now I have to think.
Help me. My favorite dive this year. My favorite. It's so weird that the dive I keep going back to was the most horrible thing ever, and I loved it. Why would I love that dive? Why?
The El Diablo dive?
Why do I love El Diablo dive? Why? There's nothing about it that's lovable, and I cannot believe how crazily torturous it was that I loved it.
Yeah, that was fun.
I don't know. It's just I think it felt like it's accomplishment. Maybe that's why. Like, wow, we did this, and you and I. Maybe that was the first time we were by ourselves laying line. Maybe that's what I felt good about it. I'm not saying we did a good job, but we got to lay line and survey by ourselves.
That was a really cool dive, the El Diablo dive. That was probably my favorite too for the year. Although there's a couple of like contenders, I would say that was great. The one I did at Eagle's Nest to test the Dive Talk Go Plus with the ring.
Yeah.
Going to 300 feet or whatever it was. That was cool. And then also a few weeks ago, I taught a Go class, and I took both of my students for the first time to Beaufort Springs.
Nice.
And just to see them go into that massive cavern and be like, whoa. And
beautiful.
like the day before that, we were at Blue Grotto, which is also a cavern, but compared to Beaufort, it's not that impressive. Beaufort is just awe-inspiring. So
It is.
it was really cool to see the reactions and be like, wow, this is amazing. So that was also one of my favorites.
I agree. I've said that a number of times. My favorite dive, the whole thing about my next dive, because you just want to live in the now. You want to be excited about every dive, and makes the people that you're diving with feel good. That's why a lot of times I say that.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like you weren't alone cave diving? I mean, we're never alone cave diving. There's always a buddy or more there with you. But I know what you're saying. Like if we feel a presence or whatever, no, I've never done.
Oh no, I never felt that. Wait, somebody's congratulating somebody named Gary. I'm missing the conversation. You see, wow, Gary, congratulations. Where's the I'm looking up. What is Gary being congratulated for? I don't know. I can't find the dialogue. It's scrolling fast.
All right, let's start giving away some of these wet notes because if not, we're going to be here forever. First question, super simple.
Hi, Henry.
Where was the 2025 Dive Talk meetup? Where did we go this year? That's it. First comment accurately answers that, gets wet notes.
By the way, Senior Scuba is with us, which is Henry, who I love, and he is promoted all over YouTube his wreck quest, where he is hiding real gold. I believe the first one is in a Florida wreck. I'm not privy to, I don't know where, I don't know depth, I don't know anything. He's promoting safety, he's promoting not to exceed your limits, and promoting environmental consciousness, not to destroy the wreck. But I think he's either hid or is soon hiding approximately a $3,000 gold coin in a wreck off of Florida, and then it's going to give a hint. That's amazing.
Yep. The first person who answered correctly, by the way, the answer was row 10, was hiking XC skiing.
Nice hiking.
Wherever that is, you just won wet notes like these, but better because they don't have metal and rusting to
Henry,
that.
you could
So please email us info@divetalk.com, and we will coordinate with
Henry,
you.
you could post right here a little link to your video explaining your rec quest.
Yeah. All right. Start thinking of a question to give away the next one.
I was hogtied.
That's okay.
I love being hogtied in those kind of situations.
Well, that would be
sound right, or did that come out wrong?
That would be another good question. Let's give away another one with that. So Woody was tied up underwater because we were replaying a rescue led by a British cave diver. The first one who puts the name down gets a wet notes. So who led that rescue that we were trying to recreate at the Mayan resort, Mayan Princess Resort?
I mean, it was a fantasy of mine to be hogtied by him.
That's okay.
Who would not have that fantasy?
Let's see.
It's a normal fantasy.
Gets
hogtied by that guy?
All right. Gary Wilford was the first person who answered that. Rick Stanton is the name. So, Gary, email us info@divetalk.com, and we will send you wet notes.
Uh-oh, there's an argument. Eric said, I said Roatan first.
Nope. We, he said the resort, Eric, by the way. And we've had this before where some people, like, depending on their latency or whatever, they think they said it first or whatever. We're just going by the chat. We don't care who wins, guys. Whoever shows up first in our side gets it.
Oh, there's ads. I think people are also...
Oh, boy. They're doing ads?
I don't know how that works. They're doing ads on the live, I guess, while it's live, so that they miss parts of the live. Strange. This is not in our control. So.
That's YouTube for you. Have you guys went to Robbers Cave in Oklahoma? No. I don't think I've ever been to Oklahoma. Have you been to Oklahoma?
Yeah. I have. I've driven through that place. You don't stop in Oklahoma.
You've driven through Oklahoma?
Drive through Oklahoma.
Yeah, you keep going. Yeah.
I mean...
Who lives in Oklahoma?
Like, do you ever hear, like, go to Oklahoma, the pizza's amazing. What food is
what
Oklahoma
do people
known
eat in Oklahoma?
I think they have cows. They must. I bet steak is good. I picture steak being good in Oklahoma.
Barbecue, maybe?
Did they have corn? Or I think it's a corn place, right?
Yeah, I think corn and steak.
Corn
That's
and
it.
snow and steak. That's it.
Corn, snow, and steak. Nice.
I have nothing against Oklahoma, but I don't know what's there.
Like you just insulted a whole state of whatever 2,000 people, whatever people live in Oklahoma. Let's see.
I was right. Steaks.
What other questions do we have?
We shouldn't need YouTube Premium just to watch a live without ads. Maybe YouTube is starting to do more ads.
What's the name of the CEO of YouTube? Susan? Is it Susan?
I don't know.
I feel like her name is Susan.
But she's not hurting. I know
Fun
that.
fact, she owned the house where Google started. She rented the garage to the guys, Sergey and the other guy. What's his name? The founders of Google.
Amazing.
Sergey Brin and... Anyway,
unbelievable.
She rented her garage, and then they hire her, and now she's the CEO of YouTube.
Thanks, guys. Now I'm hungry. I am too. I have not eaten. We've been in the studio for a while. When was the first time using rebreather, guys? Well, for me, it was the Kiss Spirit. Oh, man, how long ago was that? It wasn't long after the Kiss Spirit came out. My memory's bad on time. I don't remember. When the Kiss Spirit first came out for me.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I've been forever. You were in your 80s when that thing came out, didn't you? Anyway, here's another question. What dive would you guys really love to do if money wasn't a problem?
Wow.
That's a good question.
Dive, what I want to
If
do.
money wasn't a problem,
Um,
I would say diving in the Antarctica, just because I want to dive in every continent.
yeah, that whole
Because getting there is super expensive.
getting there, those things are very expensive, and crossing that strait, I forget which one it's called, that is
Drake
guaranteed to be
Passage?
like 20-foot waves on the way.
Yeah, the Drake Passage.
That would be cool, but man, it's just the coldness. But you can prepare for it.
By the way,
Becky Kagan, by the way, who I'm
Hmm.
a huge fan of, is
she's a great
pumping out
photographer.
so much video and photos right now of her recent Antarctica experience, penguin series. I
Mhm.
think she saw underwater killer whales for the first time underwater. You got to see her work. She's amazing.
The Madagascar one, that would be cool. The one that we
Indonesia
saw
is-
in Madagascar. Somebody said the Vasa shipwreck. The Vasa is out of the water. If you go to Stockholm, there's a whole museum for it. So there's
Whitley is right.
not even on the
Indonesia
water,
is
so.
just amazing, amazing, amazing diving.
I've
Spectacular.
never dived in Indonesia. I've been to Indonesia, but I've never.
Oof, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Let's see. Awesome chit chat with Julian Dory on the podcast. Yeah, thank you. That was an interesting conversation. It's hard to prepare for a 3-hour, interview, so I just showed up and hope for the best.
Nice.
One of the things I would have loved to bring is wet notes, because at some point I brought it up and he's like, "Wet notes? What do you mean?" It's like, if I knew we were talking about it, I would have brought mine and show him. But anyway, let's see. Super impressed with the people that are watching that interview, by the way. It's longer than Avatar. It's like 3 hours long and people are watching it. So I appreciate you guys watching that.
Do you guys service your own regulators? Nope.
No, we let actual professionals do it. Is there any shipwreck you would like to dive? Yeah, the Britannic. For me, it's the Britannic. That's always the
New Year's resolutions
goal.
New Year's resolutions are going to be on Friday's video.
Yeah, we talked about that on Friday.
Both made our resolutions, which will be released on Friday's video.
And we may or may not insult almost every instructor in the dive community
Ooh, it's
on
gonna
Friday's video.
I
So
think Friday's video may be a new world record on comments.
let's enjoy
Oh,
the
boy,
lack of
some of the
hate
agencies
for
are going to just...
5 more days.
Well, you in particular were insulting. I,
Well,
on the other
I
hand,
mean-
was trying to be objective.
With all due disrespect,
So you were normal.
they
You
deserved.
just you made a resolution and then you violated it immediately on Friday's video.
Love you guys. I fall asleep to your videos. Is that
Wow.
a compliment? Or I feel like
You fall asleep to us? Thank you, I think.
you're welcome. I don't know what to say. Any more dive special guest speakers this year? We'll be announcing speakers very soon.
Jack, then why are you here,
Do you
Jack?
think ECCR are inherently dangerous?
No.
No, they're just different.
If you don't know how to use them, yes. But no, I don't think, like the word, no. You need to be properly trained in them.
Good evening from Stockholm, Sweden. Were you the guy who asked about the Vasa?
For some reason, I like the idea of Dyla
like
falling
soccer.
asleep to our videos more than the guy above that falls asleep to our videos. And I'm just saying,
If you start watching
feel
our
better about
videos at
that.
like 7:30 p.m., you would also fall asleep to our videos, because that's the time where
no, I
you.
don't fall asleep at 7:30. About 8.
Yeah.
First half an hour.
How often do you guys dive CCR on average? I try to dive once a month. I've been terrible over the last couple months,
Yeah.
but at least once a month is the
I try not-
average.
I try to do it. I only want to dive those.
How much 2 hours CCR of dive cost besides equipment? Not sure if I understand your question, but diving a CCR is not that expensive. Once you have the equipment, is I mean, it's the cost of O2 and the Sorb.
We figured it out once. It's like
It's like
Sorb's
12
got,
bucks or something. It was
yeah, I think
very
the
cheap.
Sorb is like $10 to $12 worth
Yeah.
now. It's gone up. And then O2.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive.
It was pretty cheap. Does a rebreather help you sleep? I don't. What?
No. I
But
feel
I will
less
say-
tired when I dive on
I
a
will say,
rebreather.
and we both agree on this, that when the rebreather breathes super nice, you forget that you're underwater.
You do.
Right? That
It's
happens.
amazing.
It's like you're so calm. It's like,
It's
am I
really
even
weird.
underwater? It's
It's a weird feeling
So
you do, especially when you're in like a crystal clear cave. You just don't feel like you're underwater. It's strange to explain.
all right. We need to give away another set of wet notes. So think of a question, or else we're gonna be here for 30 hours, and our viewers somehow they keep increasing. How are people? They are. They want to win wet notes. Let's go.
see. Another question.
Would you recommend CCR certification before attempting cave diving certification? I mean, it all depends on what kind of cave diving certification you want to get. If you want to get a CCR cave diving certification, which is what we would recommend, then obviously you have to be certified on the rebreather before you attempt that.
What have we not blown up yet that we promised years ago we're going to blow up?
What?
There's something in the
Oh.
video we still got to get around to it. Can anybody answer
That's
that?
not- Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the question.
What is it
What is it that we are gonna
that we'll never...
We've got to blow up. We've got to get to it.
Okay.
That's the question.
Let's,
wow, thank you. Member for
let's
31
give away...
months.
All right. With the answer, Tangura. Tangura
Jet ski.
D6L, I think it says. Jet ski, correct.
That's it.
You are right. So you win wet notes. Please
Gotta do
email us, info@divetalk.com, so we can make sure you get it. Wow, this is old school. That's
Well, we got to get back to that. I
Long
got
time
to do
ago.
it. We're gonna do it. Now we can do it. It's no problem.
yeah. This is, by the way, for people asking like, huh? A long time ago, we did a reaction to a video about underwater fights or something like that. And in one of those videos, somebody used a bazooka to blow up a jet ski. And Woody said, we got to do that. Like, we own a bazooka or a
Amazing.
jet ski. So he keeps saying that we got to do
Well,
it.
you
But
also
where are you
didn't-
getting a bazooka?
Well,
Like,
you also
just
didn't
answer
think
that.
I found what I found one time when we went looking for something. You thought I was faking it, and then I wasn't faking it. I wonder if anybody can answer what I found was. I found something once. We
You
went
didn't.
out looking for it,
Hmm.
and I found it. I brought it up, and you argued, no, it's not real, it's not real. And then I still have it to this
What
day.
is it that Woody found underwater, which, well, he thought in his imagination, and he actually didn't find that thing. And if
did
you
find
answer
it.
that, you get wet notes. Okay, here we go. Eclectic Vus. Diamonds. Correct. That is the answer. He thought
Found
he
a
found
nice
diamonds underwater. And they
I
were
did
like
find
glass.
gold too. I found
What?
gold too.
What was it, gold or diamonds?
It was both. I found both. Either answer's right. I found both.
Okay, well, but who do you want to give it to, gold or diamond? So I think it was gold, not diamond.
I mean, the answer I was looking for was gold, but I did find diamonds.
Well, the same
also.
person answered both, diamonds
Okay,
or
good,
gold.
they get it.
So it was, yeah. Eclectic Fuss.
He got both.
info@divetalk.com, so we can send you one. And we have one more. So I'll think of another
Okay.
question, but in the meantime, let's see if we can answer anything else. Here, river gold. Somebody said river gold like it's a thing. Like you can just go and find it. What is my favorite cave diving movie? That's just not a thing. Unless you, well, I guess it would be a cave diving movie, Ancient Caves. It's one of my favorite movies, period. Great movie by our friend Jonathan Bird.
Sure is. It sure is.
If you want to see what legit cave diving looks like, that is the movie. All these other movies like Sanctum or whatever, they're just complete bogus, ridiculous.
Who would you want? Who
Who
would
would
you
you want
want
to
to
rescue
rescue?
you if you get lost in a cave?
I'd have to go with Ed. I just feel like, but
If I
just
get lost and I'm alive, I would want you to find, which you already have.
well, yeah, I saved you once, but I guess if we were really, really in a jam, and yeah,
Yeah. I asked Doug this once. I said, Doug, you know a lot of cave divers and whatever. If one of your family members was stuck in a cave, who would you call? He said Ed.
I mean,
Out of everyone.
I think that's the best shot of being found.
Yeah. You guys ever run dual SPGs on side mount or just one phone redundancy? No, you have to have one SPG on each tank
But
on side mount.
it could be a transmitter on each tank if that.
No, but I run SPGs because you could give somebody your tank.
Oh, right.
And then, if you have a transmitter, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I have them. I have SPGs as well.
So you would have a transmitter and an SPG. Those are like the only cases where I actually run an SPG. If it's just for me, then I don't have an SPG. I just have a transmitter. Lost in a cave would be hard not to freak out. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the situation.
You would be nervous though because you really don't know if somebody's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there and waiting.
What is the scariest experience you have been in while diving?
Before.
I don't know. I mean, I get that
The
question a
word
lot.
scary,
And it's
scary. What was the scariest?
underwater.
Scariest.
The problem with naming something is that people may think that we were like panicked, like, oh my god, this is the end, and it's not. Like, the scariest would be I lost the line once diving with you and Medi, and I found it 10 seconds later.
Yeah, that's an unnerving moment.
Yeah, but it wasn't nervous. It was like, okay, I thought the line was here.
But I think that's a good point. Like for a second when you lose the line, which I lost it in that same dive because I couldn't even see my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second you're like, uh-oh.
And by the way, I lost the line not because I went away from the line, but because we were on DPVs, and should I say? I'll say it. Medi went into this underhang or whatever, and his prop literally kicked silt on my face and made it zero vis.
And
so
I was in back.
The line was on my left, and I'm like, okay, no worries. The line is here. The line. So it wasn't there. Then I search for it.
There was no flow in this particular cave, and I was behind them. I saw I saw nothing. I had nothing. I'm like, what did they do to the cave? It's literally was like an explosion in front of me, and I'm like, I'm about to go into this.
A black hole.
What happened?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I just knew, but I remember thinking before I go into it, get to that line because I'm about to see nothing.
Yeah.
And that can happen.
Yeah, who is the GOAT of cave diving? I mean, that question is, if I had to pick who's the greatest in terms of contributions, I would say Shaq Exley because he wrote the rules of cave diving. So it's hard to argue with the guy who wrote the rules. But was he the best cave diver in terms of skill? Probably not. It will be hard to name.
There's a lot of
the
great
greatest
ones out there right now. I mean,
yeah. Do you cave dive with spouses? No.
Nope.
How can a diver practice to stay calm when unforeseen problems come up? Just train for, what could potentially happen during your dive, so you know how to react. And that way, when it does happen to you, you know how to react. Somebody mentioned when I got tangled out of El Diablo, we trained for that during cave diving. You learn what happens if you get entangled in line.
He was zero
which
panic.
Is your body will help you.
When I got to him, there was no panic. I remember him saying, he was talking to me through his rebreather.
Help.
And I felt him stuck. And it just, he wasn't, oh my God. He wasn't freaked out at all.
Yeah. Should I take the GUE fundamentals class? Sure. Yeah. If you can take it and you have skills that you can improve with that class, definitely. Really gotta catch up. What was the best dive talk related thing for you in 2025? It's hard to argue with a meetup. I mean, the meetup was just such a great event.
It's really fun.
In Roa 10.
It was great.
And, we really look forward to the 2026 one. For the first time, by the way, the first time since we started doing the meetup, we have the whole resort rented to ourselves. There's always other people at the resort. This time, just us. We sold
we took the whole
every
resort.
single room in this resort.
It's good. It's great.
Except for one. We still have one left. So divetalkmeetup.com.
The dive boats there are incredible, and there are so many dive sites within like 5 minutes of the resort.
Yeah.
Also, cool place to rent golf carts and explore.
Oh, yeah. Actually, let's ask that question. For anyone who watched the announcement of the 2026 meetup, in that episode, Woody and I rented a golf cart and went to a beach in San Pedro, in Belize. What was the name of that beach? It was a prominent name that we feature on the video. So anyone who watched that announcement should be able to.
That was really fun. The size of the room we have left,
I don't know.
2
Terry,
beds.
Terry, what's the size
Terry?
of the room that we have left? But whoever
Double
answers that will get the last wet notes that we're giving away today.
The name of the... Yes, somebody answered it.
Secret Beach. Oh, man, I don't know how to say the name. Yevgeny Skashensko? You
Wow.
get
You speak Russian.
wet notes.
Yevgeny Skashenko? Good job. Really good job.
Skashensko. It's easy. Please send us your address, info@divetalk.com.
I'm laughing that it was called Secret Beach, and when we get there, there's like
Giant sign. Like
parties
Hollywood
all
sign.
in the water, people partying and
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, oh, was it the secret?
Bob is coming to the meetup. Bob, we gotta check out Secret Beach one of those days. I'm sure everyone is gonna want to rent a golf car and
You
get out.
got to
and go
do
there.
that journey. You got to drive all the way there on the golf cart. It is a trip.
Okay, so it's a 2 queen bed room, but we don't know the name of the room. I guess the category doesn't matter. They're all very similar. Except for like the ones that are right at the beach, which is only like 6 or 8 rooms or something. Every other room is, very close to the ocean. So, all right. Would you guys ever try paragliding?
Yes.
Haven't you done that?
Yes, loved it. In France, took a mini class. You run off that mountain. It's unbelievable.
But you did it with like a tender or whatever, like a person. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't, because you have to, in order to solo, you have to take a full class, and I took a mini class. But I remember afterwards wanting to go back, and that was going to be my new hobby, and I was going to fly all over the place. You need like a week to complete the class.
Let's see. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, it's been close to an hour, and
Jungle Deluxe Room. Okay, so if you're looking at the website, we have all the rooms there with pictures and stuff. So Jungle Deluxe is the last room available with 2 queen beds. So come and join us. It's going to be amazing. Even if you're not a diver, by the way. If you just want to come and meet us and hang out with us in Belize and have unlimited food because it's all inclusive and just enjoy the time in Belize, come and join us. You don't have to be a diver. Or if you are a diver and your significant other is not, come with your significant other. There's plenty of things to do. So you don't have to be a diver to join us. Obviously, if you're a diver, you can dive with us, which is the whole point. But don't feel left out. Also, if you're a new diver, a lot of the dives that we do are very, very easy dives, shallow, beautiful visibility in life. So marine life. So come and join us. You don't have to be a cave diver expert, all that stuff to join us at the meetup. Anyone can.
by the
come.
way, I just realized that Kite Man knows all about the paragliding, maybe because his name is Kite Man. I bet he's a paraglider. Yeah, it is so much fun.
Exactly.
I remember those upwellings, like when the guy's like, all right, when we get near the rocks, that's going to lift us all the way back up from the heat. And it does. You literally are paragliding. You're like, all right, I'm done. It's nothing to lift you back up.
Dude, doesn't that feel weird
they
to all
go
of a
to
sudden
the-
be like,
They go to
what?
the rocks where the heat's coming off the rocks, and you go all the way back up from the natural rising. I'm like, wow.
So at no point are you not feeling like, dude, how far up are we going in this thing? Like
I
up,
just-
up, 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 up,
You're
up.
just it's just such a cool feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like a bird.
Man. Let's see what else.
Yeah, there are a lot of sharks and turtles there for sure. It was great diving. I loved it. There were swim throughs, and I did one day of diving, there's so many dive sites.
Kiteboarding, kiteboarding and paragliding are so much fun. The one I've done is the one where the boat pulls you and you're like in a parachute. What is that? Paragliding?
Paragliding. I want to take a kiteboarding class in Miami. I met a guy there. That kiteboarding, you're flying a kite and you're on a board, like a wakeboard, but you have a kite that just pulls you all through the waves.
So he said he's been to 8,000 feet. It reminded me of something
Wow.
that happens this week.
Cool.
Do you see the plane that landed itself? The
No.
news? Dude.
What?
So there's this system from Garmin. Garmin is the company that makes them. Basically, you install them in these little planes, and if something happens, like the pilot loses consciousness or whatever, the plane will land itself in the closest airport.
Wow.
The AI in the system will talk to the tower, and it will be like, I have an unconscious pilot declaring Mayday. I'm landing myself in like runway 13 left. Blah, blah, blah. Like
It talks and everything.
it talks to the
Amazing.
tower and whatever air traffic control.
Amazing.
Insane. And it just happened. I think it was in California. I don't
Wow.
remember where. If you know, post it below. But anyway, the cabin lost pressurization. They were like up high, who knows, 15,000 feet, whatever. Lost pressurization, and the system engaged because it can engage automatically, like in case of emergency, and landed itself.
Amazing.
Everybody
great
alive,
use of-
everybody cool.
That's a great use of technology right there.
Amazing.
Pretty awesome.
So,
I do ski.
I bet Henry knows.
Nizer, I literally just got back from Colorado. I've been skiing many years. I used to be hardcore, and I just skied in Breckenridge, but little bit of snow. 20% of the mountain was open. Colorado really needs snow. Although my friend has a house in Mammoth, California, the snow is up to his chest. Isn't that weird how it can be California, Mammoth, which I've skied there,
Wow.
covered in snow. Colorado right now, nothing, barely any. I love snow skiing, but I used to do it all the time, like crazy, off-piste hella skiing. I've had to have avalanche beacon training. I don't do it that often
Bob,
anymore.
I don't know. Bob is talking about the location for cigar night. Are you talking about like the end of the pier? Because I thought that would be the cool location. Do you do snowboarding? People are asking.
I prefer skiing. I board a little,
Mm.
but I like snow skiing better. But yes, I do board.
Okay.
Not much, really, mostly skiing.
I've never seen a whole lot of snow.
Boy, Mammoth, California.
Mm.
It's up to he owns a house there. He showed a picture. He sent it to me.
Wow.
Here, you only see his head. It's dumped like 5 feet in one night.
I want to go to a place like that, like in Wyoming, like they have Jackson Hole or whatever, where there's like
Jackson
a lot
Hole
of
is
snow.
great, hardcore
Is
skiing.
there a lot of snow in like, I don't know, in
the
like,
Alps where you're going?
like Maine?
Yes.
I'd love to go to Maine.
But the Alps, where you're going, man, they can get dumped on.
Anyway, final question, and then we're going to end it because I think this will be this is an interesting question.
Okay.
I love when people think and like try to get us to think. What is the most critical decision you've had to make in a cave dive where your rebreather was working perfectly, but your intuition wasn't at peace? That's a good question.
You mean, yeah. I'm thinking. That's why I'm pausing.
Yeah, it's
Where
a good question to
where
end
my
it.
intuition was just like, I know.
Okay, go ahead.
I think mine was when I was diving. It gets back to you and Medi again, and 100% lost you guys, for sure. No, that was after the silt out.
Yeah.
And then you're gone. And I had to make a decision. What should I do? And I remember I went to my training, and I said, all right, I'm going to go to where there was I think it was a T.
Yeah, it was
And it was one turn off to the left or stay on the path I was on where I would get to where the exit area was on the other side and just wait there.
Yeah.
Because I figured you got to come back there. I don't believe there was an exit on the direction you went to.
Yeah.
And my intuition just said, wait. Don't go down that path. that maybe they're down and maybe they're not. And I waited. And I started to hear you guys come back. And I'm like, yes, they didn't exit the cave. Right? I waited right there. They could have, maybe they continued and exited. Instead, I waited.
Yeah.
I just felt like they would have come back to that exit point, or they went down this and they're gonna come back. They're probably thinking, if he's not meeting up with us, we better go back to that spot.
Yeah,
that was my intuition. Just said, wait, just stop there and wait.
Yeah.
I'm on a rebreather. We weren't too far from the exit at that point, so I had all the time in the world, and I waited. How long did I wait was the question. I think it wasn't long. I remember it being about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you guys came back, and that was it. You went on. That was a big decision point for me.
For me, I would have to say it was cave dive number 100. And the reason for this is there's a special, like, achievement, which is to reach 100 cave dives. You actually get an award called the Abe Davis Award from the NSSCDS, the National Speleological Society Cave Diving Section. Once you achieve 100 safe cave dives, you can apply, submit your log, etc., and you receive an award called the Abe Davis Award. So the 100th cave dive is like a special dive for cave divers. And typically, and maybe this is not tradition outside, but within us, like our friends or whatever, we have made it a tradition that if it's your 100th dive, you get to pick where to go. It's like, it's your dive. We'll go wherever you want to go. And, you know, some people, not everyone, but some people kind of take time to come up with, what do I want to do? You know, it's something that has meaning to you. It could be because it's the cave you've always wanted to do, or it could be because it was your favorite cave, or whatever it is. Like, people would pick it, you know, and I know that some people have done it, let's say on the crystal caves in Abaco, like they time it because they've always wanted to go to the crystal caves, and they're like, I want my 100th dive to be Glass Factory or whatever. Like, you really want to make this special. And for me, when I was approaching my 100th cave dive, I decided that I wanted to go to Woody's Room at Peacock Springs. The reason for that was, early into my cave diving career or whatever, we tried to go to Woody's Room. I was diving a Spirit. Like, I don't even know what. I think you were on a Spirit too. I don't remember.
We could not go.
But the path to get to Woody's Room is very, very tight in terms of, you know, you can go through it without hitting the ceiling and the ground, but there's not much room when you're side mount. When you're back mount, like I was, it's impossible not to hit something. And I remember dragging my belly on the floor, and I was third in the team. There were three of us. It was Brian first, and then you, and then me. And we were like dragging ourselves through this mud tunnel to get to Woody's Room. And at some point, I think it was Brian, he said, bro, let's turn around. This is going forever. He had never been there. You have never been there. I have never been there. It was like my dive number 15 or something. It was very early. And anyway, that always stuck with me. It was always like, I need to get to Woody's Room. Like, that was a really tough dive, but that's going to be mine. Like, I need to go.
Yeah.
And so I plan dive number 100, my cave dive number 100, to be Woody's Room. And so I was leading the dive. I was with Benjamin. I was leading the dive, and I was in a sidewinder this time. I was bare prepare. And we get all the way to about, I mean, guys, the dive to get to this point is like over an hour long. It takes a lot of swimming to get to 20 feet from Woody's Room, like 6 meters. I'm 5 meters away from entering this mysterious room that not a whole lot of people in the world have ever seen. And I made the decision to turn around in my 100th dive because I didn't feel that it was possible for a human to make it through that hole. The hole was so small. And if you imagine, like, as I'm facing the hole, like, I'm literally, it's so tight. At that point, there's no way that you can touch the floor, the ceiling, and the bottom.
Oh, yeah, you do touch.
I'm just laying there, and I'm staring at this restriction. It's like this big. It's really that small. And I'm just staring at it, and as I'm looking at it while I'm holding the line, like right here with my right hand, the sill starts covering me. And, like, visibility starts going away. And I'm looking at this hole literally disappear in mud. And at that point, I just realized that we're not going to do it. And
Well, we've done it.
It was a killer. And my rebreather was working. Everything was fine. I just wasn't mentally ready to try to fit through this hole. It was by far the toughest restriction I had ever done up until that point. So in the darkness, no visibility, squeeze chest and back in this tunnel, I say, Ben, turn around. And he's like, what? I'm like, turn around. He's like, why?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, just go. And he's like, okay.
Yep.
And we start swimming back. And the whole swim back to challenge, I'm just like, I cannot believe it. That was dive number 100, and it was a failure.
And now we've done it. I think I've done it twice. And it is all that.
Yeah.
But
it's amazing.
Once you do it, it's very doable on the Sidewinder.
Yeah.
It's not doable on the back mount Spirit.
The rest of the story is later that night we are at La Fiesta, which is a Mexican restaurant in High Springs or whatever. I don't remember where it is, but it's down there. And we're at this Mexican restaurant, me and Ben eating, and we're planning our dive for next day, which will be dive number 101 for me. And we're just talking like we don't want to swim. There was so much swimming in that dive. Like we swim so much on that 100th dive that it's like wherever we go, hell no, we're not doing that again. Nothing with swimming. So we start thinking about like DPV diving. Like where are we going with a scooter? Like I don't want to swim. And so we're eating chips in the Mexican place and thinking about like, should we go to Genie? Should we go to whatever? Like we're talking about it. By the time the entree comes in and we're eating, we both are looking at each other and saying, we're going to go back to Woody's room. We need to do it. We got to do it. Like we were so convinced that this is possible. There's line through that hole. A human fit through that hole. We could fit through the hole. So I tell Benjamin, let's just go back tomorrow. I'm going to push through it. I don't care what it is. I'm going to get stuck. I know I'm going to get stuck. Just please pull me back by my legs, but I'm going to try. I couldn't live with myself. So dive number 101, we went back to Woody's room. I was faced again with the tiny hole, and I just lined myself, think small, and just pushed myself through it, pop on the other side. The other side was worse, but I had already done it. So I just trucked myself through it, and then I see a breakdown of rubble go up, and all of a sudden this room opens up. It was Woody's room. We finally made it. It was my third attempt. It was Benjamin's fourth attempt, but we did it.
And
it
you
awesome.
Will silt it. It's impossible. Yeah. So whoever thinking that you're 100% have to be prepared to deal with silt. And somebody's asking why do you use a Sidewinder instead of the Dive Talk Go? You could use the Dive Talk Go. It's chest mounted.
Yeah, not for Woody's room.
But I think the Dive Talk Go on your chest, you'd probably have to lift it up for a long way
can push
and hold it in front of you. But the Sidewinder, your side mount, right? Yeah. There's nothing on your stomach and nothing on your back.
Yeah, but when we did this dive, the Dive Talk Go didn't exist.
It didn't exist back then, yeah.
So that's why I didn't
do it on the
go. Didn't do the Go. But
yeah.
We did it on the Sidewinder, and I've been there a couple times now, and we are now trying to go back because it's such a cool dive.
I loved it, by the way. I love going to it.
It's amazing.
You're working your way. I remember when you're in there, you can't see. You're feeling the ceiling. You're like, oh, there's a little bit more room on the right, and you feel your way by touching the ceiling. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. And you're holding the line on your left arm, left hand, and you just feel your way, and you get through. But it's tight, man. It's tight.
The funniest one was when we were doing the 100 dive. I remember Benjamin's instructor, cave diving instructor, was there, like getting ready for another dive. And he was like, oh, you guys are here. Where are you going? And Benjamin was like, Woody's room. The guy was like that was his reaction.
That's hardcore.
Like, what? You guys crazy? Because he had been there, but he's like, I went there in like 95. And I said, the one's and done.
It's
and
all
we've been
that.
there now a couple of times. So anyway, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We went over an hour. We said let's do 30 minutes, and here we are over an hour later. But great questions.
Dive Talk Go, by the way, can be back mount or side mount.
Yeah, but I think back mounted will be tough because of the location of the ADV.
In general, you can dive the Dive Talk Go, side mount or back mount. That's what they're asking.
Anyway, thank you, everyone. Wow. Great questions. Time to move on. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Friday.
Hopefully you
Watch
got
the
something
video.
cool for Christmas or Hanukkah, which Woody said you just bought something across the street. That was your gift. I didn't understand that part. Maybe some Hanukkah thing that I don't understand.
Well, took care of myself. Nobody else bought me a gift. I bought you one, but you didn't. Friday, big resolutions in the video and a realization. I can't wait for you to realize what I've realized, and you'll hear about it Friday.
Yeah. Grab some popcorn.